What's up, everybody? Welcome back. More Road to Pro to be had. Today I want to talk about some singles tips, specifically things that I have found recently that a lot of up-and-coming players aren't doing correctly, and it's going to win you more matches. These are tiny little tips that I think everybody could really use that will make your game just a touch better and save you some points. Let's jump on the table. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright everybody, when I play singles zone, I keep my hands what is called split. Not everybody does this, but it's a very important idea at least, so that if you're in trouble and somebody is getting a lot of scrap on you, or the balls are hitting off walls or hitting off guys and going in the goal, to get a hand back in goal. And I want to talk specifically about this concept, getting a hand back there, because this is where you can gain a lot of points, where people make a lot of mistakes and you'll keep a lot of slop out. So this split hand here, this is going to save you a lot. Watch this clip and pay close attention to my hands on the black side. Notice as they move around based on ball position. The first aspect of this I want to talk about is hand placement. So if you're going to use these in 5-bar defense, I like to keep a hand on the 5-bar and one hand on the 2 and the 3, the goalie rods. So what I like to do is take my thumb and put it in this groove that you see right here on these handles. This allows for me to move this rod back and forth with ease with just my thumb. I can move forward and back and do everything that I need with just my thumb. So I like to keep these 3 fingers on the goalie rod. My middle finger on the rod itself, my ring finger in the same groove that I have my thumb, and then my pinky finger just kind of for extra placement, just really anywhere that feels comfortable. What this allows me to do is now I can adjust the guys, and I'll shift off, just for the record, whenever I change the layout of the men based upon what's going on, but this really allows for me to move the guys in ways forward, backward, actually kind of play a little bit of defense while I'm have a hand up front. This is really important for keeping slop out of the goal. Now if you're going to make a whole lot of excuses on why you can't do this, that's fine. I understand. It's not that hard, but say you have super small hands and you want to try it like this. Frederic does it like this, and he's exceptional at it, and it's very doable. However, I just find that you can keep the guys a little bit more flush this way, and it's easier to kind of keep stuff out. If you cannot do that, you can put the 2 rod in the middle and keep one hand back there and kind of switch between the 2. But the key is keeping a hand back here to keep slop out, because at the end of the day, keeping slop out's your job. The next thing I really want to talk about is transitioning and placement of men when in singles. What I mean by that is something I find very helpful. Let's say your opponent shot the ball. Doesn't really matter from where. You end up with the ball in goal. Now, before you go back into goal and set up to like shoot and roll the ball over, first thing that happens when the ball comes back here, stop the ball, jump up here, put your guys, your 3 and your 5, exactly where you want them to be. For me personally, I like to put them on the far wall. I'll explain a reason for that in just a moment. Before you go back, make sure they're exactly where you want them, every single time, so that it's consistent. Then come back and set up your shot. The reason for this is twofold. One, if these guys are always here in the same location, you get used to where the ball bounces and the way you shoot comes off the wall so that you can quickly come over and grab it. This way you're always making the same movement to try and receive a ball, say if it hits off their guys or off a back wall, the same way, over and over again. Now say you miss a little bit and you hit their 5-bar. Same concept. You can now grab the 5 with your right hand and try and catch a ball, or if you caught all the way coming up, you're already where you want to be. Last but not least, for me specifically, is if I pass off the back wall. A lot of times in singles, I like to pass off that back wall and catch a ball. I can only do that consistently if I'm coming down to receive the ball off that back wall. So as it comes off that back wall, I'm receiving it. Let me show you again just a little bit quicker. See what I mean? It's a lot easier that way. This way you can immediately get into the front position and you're ready to shoot. This in singles, I see way too many rookies and beginners just kind of putting their guys wherever, however they want. Sometimes they're like this, sometimes they're like this. Always consistent. I like my guys flat on the far wall. This last piece isn't so much singles related as it is overall related, but it becomes a big deal in singles. I like to see people where they put this guy when they're playing defense and they get used to whatever side the ball kind of hits off of. Say the ball's slopping around, ragging around. It's hit the far wall or hits the near wall. If it hits the far wall, I like to see people angle this guy in a way that it's almost perfectly angled towards the goal. And same on this side. Let me show you a little bit tighter angle just to explain better. Now look here. I like to angle this in just almost pointing perfectly towards the corner of the goal. The reason for that is when the ball slops around, it can't get behind you. If it's even down just a tiny bit, that ball can slip in behind there. But it has to be perfect. Otherwise, you're going to see this happen a lot, where the ball can just go in behind you if it's not perfect. But here, it can't happen that way. Same with this corner. Make sure you're always pointing that man in the perfect spot. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you like it, make sure you smash the like button, comment down below, let me know what you want to see for a video. I'm going to try and keep a lot of my videos short, under 10 minutes. This way you guys can really benefit from a specific topic. In this one, I'm trying to gain you guys some extra points. Keeping slop out is such a big aspect to this game. If you're a goalie, keeping slop out is your job. In general, in foosball, keeping slop out is your job. It is the most important thing in foosball, keeping the slop out. This way, it's only really good, clean shots. That's what separates beginners from experts and experts from pros. So, make sure to comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. And until next time, everybody, happy foosing.